I'm curious as to how you all are seeing platform regulation and this debate, this calibration between content moderation, what may be considered harmful speech, and this assertion that platforms need to make sure that they are advancing and protecting free expression because of the indispensable role that many social media platforms now have in civic conversations, in the life of a community, in the life of a nation. What is emerging in the region around platform regulation?
There, we are still lacking a way to sort of make this compatible, because we cannot go out and say each time a platform removes a post, this is censorship. But if you look at the Inter-American framework, perhaps you would conclude that, and that doesn't make sense. So the discussion is going, I think, with a good sense towards how can we demand more transparency, something similar to due process, and that eventually can give us a better way to understand how platforms are taking decisions. But I would add another point that we can develop further, which is what we are facing right now becomes more complicated because it's just not related to violent content or incitement, which is a problem, of course, but more gray zones where the content moderation debate and the regulation debate becomes more complicated, which is manipulation, disinformation, and influence towards undemocratic conversations.
How do you see this, Andrea?
So, unfortunately, in Mexico, the federal government is not talking to tech companies right now. There's a lack of spaces and mechanisms and communication mechanisms between the government and the media and the government and tech companies right now in Mexico. And also, since the López Obrador administration, the communication strategy was to not trust in the media and not trust in what other peoples and other actors said about anything. So we have a trust problem right now in Mexico about for institutions, for the government, for the media, for everyone. So